Welcome back to In Toronto. Now, you may know my next guest from her various roles in the broadcast, music, and film industries. Well, today she's here to tell us about her new role in Talk 30 to Me. I'm delighted to welcome the very talented singer and actress, Rishma Malik. Hey, Rishma.
How are you?
I'm very well.
That's a fantastic intro.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Yeah,
it's for a fantastic lady. Congratulations on all your success. So you've done it all. It seems like it. You've done, MTV Asia. You've been in Deepa Mehta's Water. You've done Bollywood, Hollywood. I mean, that's incredible, and a long list. So now you are part of Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
Tell us about this new play that you're in, this new show.
It's fantastic. Well, first of all, it's great to be back in theater because it's so grassroots. There are no cameras. The lighting's like, not high scale. It's just basic theater. The Fringe Festival is something I look forward to being an audience member of every year, and this is the first time that I'm actually doing a play, and it's just amazing. The play is a fun play.
Tell us about the concept, because it's got a really good concept attached to it.
Well, it's called Talk 30 to Me, and it's about turning 30. It's about being on the fringe, basically, of turning, from 29 to 30, and what does that stir up for you as a person? Everyone has something, going on about, am I where I wanted to be? Is this the life I saw for myself when I was 12? One character that I played never even pictured herself older than 27. Like, she couldn't have even imagined it. So on her 28th birthday, she actually did something really, really, really drastic that changed her life. And so she talks about that in the play.
That must be interesting, because you actually play two different roles, as you had said, and you've done now Bollywood, Hollywood, which we actually have a clip of, so we're going to be showing that very shortly. And also, now, what was that transition like, going from Miss India Canada to the film? Like, how did that feel when you had to deal with that?
That felt appropriate, because it was going from like the glamour of all glamours, right, becoming Miss India Canada, to being a VJ in India and Hong Kong and throughout all of Asia, and doing what you're doing to some extent, and just having fun with it, right? You just get to be yourself on camera, right? And you're interviewing people, and there's all this amazing energy and stuff, right? You get to meet new people every day.
So every day is a different day. We actually have a clip of Bollywood, Hollywood. We're going to check it out right now, so check it out.
My heart really breaks that your Gauri's...
Kimberly.
Yes. That your white Kimberly died. Poor thing. What a nice girl she was. Not so pretty though. But what is gone is gone. Who can undo the past? You must get married. To live alone is to live in a hell.
I love that film.
It's a great film.
You did a great job.
Thank you.
So, being, Miss India Canada and being in the limelight, did you ever feel the pressure in terms of the body image? Did you ever feel the pressure to stay a certain size?
Yeah, I'm sure, absolutely, that I did. In fact, I took a bit of a break from acting and the media world about 4 years ago. And in those 4 years, I started doing more yoga and just, just relaxing. And what I noticed is that I was being less harsh on myself. By being out of the business and out of the industry, I was being less critical of myself when I looked in the mirror and stuff. So this business does breed a certain... It's not even just the business. It's criticism. Who watches this world of TV and lives by it. There's so much judgment and
constantly.
I've got to improve.
And you become your biggest critic, and you're just like nitpicking at things that other people wouldn't see, and then you tend to mold yourself that way.
You have to learn to be accepting of yourself. Yoga's really helped with me, because I'm going to watch this tomorrow, right? I'm going to be like, oh my God.
No, you're not.
Oh, well,
you're beautiful.
Sometimes you do. And that's the thing, is that it's an internal dialogue that happens that it's not helpful or beneficial to anybody, obviously. But it's the business we're in, is that it is so driven by, kind of what you look like and what you're putting out there and stuff.
And self-identity. And self-identity actually relates to, again, Talk 30 to Me.
Big time.
It's a documentary style play, because it's based on interviews from
50 people were interviewed, different types
from
of
Toronto,
people.
right?
From Toronto. who were all on the verge of turning 30, and they were interviewed about sex, relationships, marriage, finances, you know, and the conversations were so amazing that what this documentary filmmaker did was turn it into a play called Verbatim Theater. And so my two roles are very different, but I can identify with both of them.
That's so interesting, because the review says that it's stranger and funnier than fiction,
yeah.
but it's all real.
Yeah.
It's all based on real interviews.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
well, the things that people will say when they're being interviewed, as I'm sure you know, right? And especially if you're in a cafe and you're being interviewed, right? There's no cameras and lights. So the things people will say, you surprise yourself. And so as an actor, I'm sitting here going, oh my God, like, I just finished saying something that I really shouldn't have said to that person. I don't even know her, and I'm revealing this to her.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And so there's this, the play is basically going to show the audience, or you're going to go on a journey of what the interview's experience is like.
That's so interesting.
Watching this person unravel.
It's open dialogue, and that's what I love about theater, and I've said this before, is that you're so in the moment. You don't take anything away. You just live in that moment. You're watching, or whether you're on stage, you're not taking any photos. There's not, you know, that media frenzy. It's just, you're so interacted with both the audience as well as the actors on stage, and I think that's incredible.
Good point. I mean, it's meditative. I think our culture is further and further away from going to see theater. This is why I'm doing a play, by the way. I could be in LA right now, you know.
Yes, you could.
I could
certainly
be, going out for those auditions and everything. But I chose to be here so that I could go back to theater and try to draw as many people to see it, because it is meditation. I mean, I am a yoga teacher now, and I really believe that by watching an audience, by being an audience member in that experience, it's so different from TV. You are in that moment aware of
every surrounding, every noise,
moment, every sound, everything, and it becomes a part of the art.
I love it. That's why, and I grew up in Stratford, as I told you before, which is so wonderful, and theater is such a great experience.
Totally.
But now with all these topics at hand, I mean, Talk to Me 30 as well as self-identity, what's your idea of bliss? What is your idea of being happy now that you've experienced so much in the media industry?
I think it's always changing, and I'm still in that process where I'm trying to find out who I am and what I'm about. God, it's going to end soon, but I don't think it ever will. But bliss, I think, for me, is becoming about just being able to be confident in the moment.
It sounds so good. Thank you so much for being here. Kudos to everything that you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
You too. You're fantastic.
Thank you, Rishma. So if you want further information on showtimes, just call the Fringe hotline at 416-966-1062 or check out www.oysterproductions.ca. Anyways, that's it for our show today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on In Toronto.
Yay.